From Reminder Media, this is Stay Paid, a sales and marketing podcast on a mission to help you close more deals and retain more business. Hosted by the VP of Marketing, Josh Steik, and Reminder Media's president, Luke Acree. So get ready to hear the golden nuggets that will allow you to live a life of freedom tomorrow, but only if you take action today.
Okay, so for anyone just tuning in, we are the
Surprise!
Stay Paid producers. Yeah, we're hijacking our Stay Paid episode today. We have Josh and Luke. You can't see them, but they're behind the cameras.
We're here.
Running the boards, running the audio, We have Luke adjusting my camera. So
wish us
gonna
luck.
Be a treat.
Honestly, wish
guys.
us luck. We're talking about Facebook Live today, so we figured we can't not go live on Facebook for this episode. It wouldn't make any sense. Correct. So that is what we're doing today. It's another silver dollar episode, so we're going to try our hardest to stay within that 15, 10. Oh yeah, set up a timer.
Set a timer quick.
So it'll be a shorter episode. Wow, I'm so proud of Luke. He just did a story behind the scenes. He's like really embracing this.
Really
I love
going for it.
I love it.
Wow,
this is just in the camera, giving me a little bit more headroom. I love it.
I'm hitting the start button.
Okay, go.
Bang.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to focus on really 3 main tips for Facebook Live today. Before we jump into that, I want to talk about why you should be going live on Facebook and how easy it is and all the tips and tricks that we have for you, all the resources we have that are completely free for everybody. But right now, we're in the middle of quarantine. You've heard us talk about it. You've heard Luke and Josh talk about it constantly.
They're both so
it's no surprise.
Don't get distracted.
We gave them a mic so they could chime in.
So if they wanted to chime in, they totally could.
So everyone's home. They're looking for content. We've talked about it. You've heard us talk about it. So if you have not gone live on Facebook, now is the perfect time to try, because what do you have to lose?
Exactly.
You're probably by yourself or with your family. You need to connect with your clients. You need to connect with your prospects. And it's the perfect time to try something new and get out of that comfort zone. So everyone is home. Ariel just redid one of our videos. It's called Put a Pin in It. We go through all of the tactical steps of how to actually go live. So what'd you do? You did mobile and desktop?
We mainly focus on the desktop version of going live on Facebook because we've seen a ton of traction. Primarily, if you're not following, this is just a little plug because I'm a video producer and I feel the need to throw this out there. If you're not following us on our YouTube channel, please go and subscribe because we're posting so much content outside of just what we're doing with Stay Paid. And one of those videos,
more than this.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Media.
But yeah, I redid that video because we were getting a ton of traction on it, and I just wanted to update it because Facebook has changed a little bit since we had originally posted it, which is normal.
Yep.
So I just went in and showed you essentially how to do the technical version, but we're not going to focus on that today. If you need help with that, feel free to go watch that video.
Link will be in the show notes.
So the link will be down below in the show notes, but here goes Luke running across. I see how it's distracting now.
I love it. I love it
you
so much.
I see how it's distracting. But today we're really, like Andrea said, we're going to focus on not so much the technical aspect of, going live and everything, but really why you should be going live and the best ways that we think you could be utilizing Facebook Live for your business. Yeah. Especially now during quarantine.
So let's jump into it.
Okay. What was the first one?
Our first tip is just to honestly get over your fear of
this
being
is a big
live.
one.
We're doing it right now. And granted, we've done it a lot in the past here. This is part of our job here at Reminder Media. But like I said earlier, this is the best time to just step out of your comfort zone. Get over it. Just do it. Do it once. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You kind of fail completely and then you delete it right after.
And you learn from that.
And you learn from it.
It's not even a total loss at all.
Exactly. There's so many different options and experiences that you can watch other people do. Watch our Reminder Media page. We go live all the time. Luke goes live all the time on his page. Learn from our mistakes. Learn from our successes. It's so easy. You literally just hit the live button. And talking about desktop, now since everybody's home on their computer, working from home, a lot more traffic is headed to the desktop version now. So that would be a great way to get your foot in the door if you're new to live videos, because you can be sat at a desk. You don't have to worry about holding your phone up the whole time, framing your head.
Right.
You're just at a desk, you have a nice background, and just honestly chat about what you're doing, how you're working from home, what's new, share some content that you came across that you think someone would like. It's just easy, and honestly, the best way to get over it is to just do it.
Right, exactly. And I think that that's the one thing that people kind of take a step back from, and they say, oh, well, I don't even want to try because I know it's not going to be good. If you go in with that mindset is everything. If you go in thinking it's going to suck, guess what? It's going to suck, and you have only yourself to blame for that.
Yep.
So if you go in with a positive attitude and you say, you know what, I'm just going to try it. And like you said, what's the worst that could happen?
You delete it.
You don't like it and it gets deleted.
Right.
Okay, well, you still were able to connect potentially with some of your clients, and you're still giving them a behind the scenes look. And just be honest. If you're going live for the first time on Facebook, just say, hey, I'm trying something new. I want to see if I can engage better with my clients in my sphere. Then even if you hate it, the people that were on that live are still getting to know you a little bit more and get to know your personality.
And the whole point of being live is that it's raw.
Exactly.
So don't stress about your background. Don't stress about things going on around you. If we've all seen that video of that news anchor doing an interview and his kid like runs in and the wife comes in and rips him out. That's hilarious.
The reason we've all seen it is because it's relatable.
Yeah.
We all get it.
We're all going through it. I have 2 dogs at home that are constantly wanting to get on this podcast. Yeah. So it's just that makes it real. Everyone can relate to it. You're humanizing yourself. So do not stress about the brand, the background, anything that's going to make your brand look not perfect or put together, because nobody is.
No one is.
Exactly.
And the more that you do it, the better you get.
Exactly.
So no one's a, star salesperson off the bat.
Except
the more you
Acree.
practice, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
He can hear us.
Do you remember what number 2 is? Pop quiz.
I will when you tell me.
Quantity over quality.
Over quality,
For
yes,
Facebook
absolutely.
Live specifically.
Yes.
Listen, you have to be able to hear what you're saying, and you don't want it to be completely blurry. So take that with a grain of salt. You want it to be good quality to a point. However, again, going back to the rawness, humanization, the more you go live, the better you will get.
For sure.
And the more content that you're giving to your audience, the more that they are going to remember you, you're going to be top of mind. The more they're viewing your Facebook Live videos, the more your other content will get pushed up to the top of their feed.
For sure.
So honestly, try and go live once a week, or if you're just starting, once a week for 10 minutes. If you really want to go for it, go live once a day for 5 minutes. I mean, honestly, you can be walking your dog and giving an update. Sean Carpenter does this all the time. Josh and Luke talk about Sean's tactics for this all the time. He will send videos to people while he's in his car getting ready for the day. He'll go live on Facebook. I know, Josh, you were talking about he was doing like a trivia live a couple weeks ago, like a Finish the Lyric Facebook Live, which was amazing. And that got over like 500 comments,
Yeah, it's a great way to get engagement.
Right.
Too.
And I'm sure that went on for about an hour, and he was just singing.
Right.
You could do anything.
Exactly.
You can't, we realized, I don't think you can bring other people on live now.
Right, we
which is
have gotten a
annoying,
lot of questions on that, and Facebook used to have that feature. We've researched it a little bit, and right now we don't think it's an option. I'm assuming that once they're able to work on it a little bit more, I don't see why they wouldn't bring it back. I'm not 100% sure, but if that does come back, it's a great way for you to be able to reach out to local businesses, reach out to other people in your community, and be able to kind of combine those audiences, but also be able to spotlight certain people.
That's another great tip, actually. If you're ordering from a local business for dinner or something, do a quick Facebook Live, either like right after you're done, give them a quick review. It'll start a collaboration, hopefully a nice little partnership, make you a local expert on the community, and then they'll be willing to help you out in the future as well. So just like shout outs to local businesses even.
Yeah. One thing I did want to note is normally, this is probably the only time you'll hear us say quantity over quality. Right. So let's just make that known that we're not saying that across all platforms, mainly just your Facebook Live, because like you said, it's great for engagement and everything like that, but we're not saying immediately go to your Instagram and post every single photo on your feed, because that will do the opposite effect. So just wanted to put that out there, that is not what we're suggesting. Mainly just try with Facebook Live and see what it does for the rest of your, engagement on your other posts.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, number 3. We're doing good on time. We're at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So,
let's just chill.
What's up, guys?
How are you guys doing back there?
We're gonna take a quick break.
I'm really good.
How are you doing?
You're really, I haven't seen your head this whole time, so you're really focused.
I am very, very focused on the camera angles. And Ariel, you're probably going to edit this completely different, but I am having a blast.
Good. Yes, we got the sound box for this one too.
Proud of you.
So fun. All right.
Did I just say Josh also just gave a compliment to the camera person? It was crazy.
Did he?
He was like,
did you guys come up with your own little signals like Ariel and I have?
I haven't seen any like crazy.
You're just figuring it out as you go.
We're just, winging it.
We read each other's minds at this point. We're the stay paid pals.
Stay paid pals. You're right.
We'll
get there one day.
Yeah.
One day.
We can't relate.
All right. Number 3.
Number 3.
Last but certainly not least.
So talking more specifically about what content to post, behind the scenes content
is huge.
I mean, we're doing it right now. We added a camera angle for Josh and Luke to show them running back and forth behind the scenes. We take behind the scenes photos all the time. Luke is doing it on his phone now.
Literally running around.
I'm bringing this back again. I know I keep saying it, but it humanizes you. And I know a lot of our real estate agents that are listening and all of our insurance agents and people in those kind of industries, they are obviously, they have a face to their brand, but they're still a brand. So it's important to let your audience know that you're more than that. And then this is, like I said, do a Facebook Live while you're eating dinner. Do it when you're walking the dog. Do it when you're having your morning coffee. Show your workspace. I mean, there's so many things that you can do of behind the scenes content that will just, I mean, our behind the scenes content gets the most engagement, hands down.
Yeah, because it's like you said, you're humanizing yourself and it's making you more relatable to this, the audience that you're sending it out to.
Right.
The one thing I wanted to bring up, we did an incredible podcast today with Eric Fang. He is, phenomenal. We had him on the podcast a couple years ago and we had to bring him back because his podcast is still one of our top podcasts to date. But one of the things that he said this morning on the podcast that really stuck out to me was it's not called business media. It's called social media because you're supposed to be social and you're supposed to be interacting with your followers and with your audience. And if you're consistently posting business, it doesn't humanize you. It doesn't make you a person. You're just a business. So you want to make sure on social media, you're still posting that business stuff, but you're also, bringing in the behind the scenes type stuff, bringing in what you're doing in your personal life outside of the business, just so you're more relatable as a person and you're getting other engagement. And people are more inclined to watch someone that is a human, but also get to see what you're doing regularly in real life.
And a couple of specific details and examples of how we do this on our brands. For Reminder Media, again, like I said, we go live throughout the year, all year. But one that works really well for us is around the holidays because we're always trying to connect with our clients, especially around the holidays, just saying thank you. And we do an entire company-wide live. So Luke will walk around the company and go department by department as we say thank you individually to our clients. It's so much fun. We all dress up and people love it. And it's just fun. And you get to see everybody that you don't usually get to see. So that's a great example of just showing more than you would think people want to see. They actually do want to see it. Another great example is when Luke went live a couple weeks ago with his wife, Megan. They were just singing.
Killing it.
Playing
if you haven't
the piano.
Followed Luke already, I cannot stress
that
this
has
enough.
gotten the most engagement on his page forever.
But
it's
amazing.
That
got so much engagement. But it's exactly what people want to see.
Behind the scenes, they just want to see a little bit more. That's all I had.
We're at 11:19.
Oh
we are crushing it out here.
And that includes, it didn't include an intro, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, so how did we do, guys?
Yeah, what do you think?
So far, so good?
12 out of 10.
Wow. Okay, so we were discussing this in the beginning and we couldn't decide who should get to do the action item and who should get to do Josh's outro. So we thought the most fair way to decide who does what is to just do a quick game of rock, paper, scissors. You ready?
Yeah.
So the winner of this game gets to do the action item.
Yes, because the outro is much more difficult than the action item.
So we're going to kill it though.
Only in the sense of remembering everything.
Because
Luke isn't paying attention.
More words.
Just kidding, as he is.
All right, are you ready for this?
My entire life has built up for this.
We got this. Ready?
Okay, ready?
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes! Oh.
Ariel, take it away.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked what you heard today, there are 2 ways that we ask you to do something. To help the show?
To help the show.
To help the show. First one is throw us a like, throw us a review on iTunes. I swear, I did this perfectly before we came on here because Andrea was like, wait, I don't know the outro. And then I told her the outro perfectly. It was so eloquent.
I think I did pretty
And now
good.
I'm on camera.
You see how they all just tuned me out?
Now I'm stressed.
Leave a comment
There's
on the review.
2 ways we'd ask you to do it. The first way is to leave us a review on iTunes. It's simple as that.
We're going to hit number 1 on the marketing charts
this year,
and this will help us get there.
We're going to get there, and it's going to be the best day. But yeah, leave us a review. Please comment and let us know what you thought of this episode. Tell us how great we did.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
We didn't do good. Please let us know. We would love to do this
Maybe
again.
get used to these faces. We don't know. We'll see.
We don't know what'll happen, but feel free to let us know how you felt about this episode on iTunes. Second way to help the show is to tell a friend.
Nailed it.
I mean,
absolutely
just tell a friend. You know, Andrea, you've heard of Stay Paid before, right?
I have, yeah.
But if you haven't, I'm going to introduce it to you. Okay, it's that simple.
You should go live on Facebook to tell people about it.
You know what?
It's weird.
That wasn't the action item, but that should be a second action item.
Yeah.
That's like 1A.
Yeah, okay.
Of the action item. But yeah, tell a friend. Let them know, how great our podcast is. We put a lot of work into this. And we're consistently trying to provide you guys valuable content. So
they do put a lot of work into this. Luke and I just show up. This is hard.
It's not easy. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So we love being able to present you guys with valuable stuff, and we want to see how we're doing. And if there's something that you want us to talk about on a podcast, feel free to comment below and let us know.
Yeah.
Wait, there's one more. Oh, feel free to like us on all our social medias. We are at Stay Paid Podcast on Facebook, Instagram. Follow Luke and Josh at Josh Dyke, at Luke Acree on everything. For this episode of Stay Paid, I'm Ariel Thomas.
Guys, and I'm Andrew Tremper. And today's action item,
she's got
it's simple. Honestly, I'm going to try and make it very detailed and specific so you have no excuse not to do it. Go live today for 5 minutes on Facebook and just show people your workspace. It's the easiest thing. We're all working from home. And even if you are going into the office, like a few of us are, take 5 minutes, show people around your desk space, show them what's on your desk, explain what you're doing in that moment, what your plan is, what your agenda is that day. It's an easy action item. I don't want to hear any excuses that people aren't going to do this. We'll even do it. We'll do it on our own pages. I'll make everybody in this room right now do it on their own pages.
I'll have to clean up a little bit, but
yeah, I might have to clean up too, but
we'll do it for you guys. We won't do it for anyone else, but for you guys, we'll do it.
Yeah. So, okay, let's see if I can do this justice. Guys, the difference between a top producer and a mediocre producer in any industry that we've worked with is top producers take action. So take action on that today.